What up, dude?
Life is great. Once again, I want everybody right here. You know who this individual is, so I'm not even gonna do what I do, but I'll need everyone to hit them hearts. Get your diamond emojis ready, cause he was like, yo D, like do I like he didn't even show me anything yet, and just that background that he has right there is already like worthy of greatness right there.
I'm
So
just sitting on the corner of my couch, man, in the studio. I'm
it's
not even gonna
nothing.
front. I literally made a conscious decision when I was worrying about what the hell I was gonna do here. With okay, I'm only gonna show stuff I can reach from where I'm sitting right now. So
Amazing.
I pulled a couple things right off the nearby walls, but like I'm surrounded by everything I'm showing you is only like 8 square feet of my studio.
Right there, which is great.
We'll do a couple of these maybe. We'll see.
We
What
definitely will. Now we're gonna get into it right here. Everlast, hope all is great. Consider everything that's going on in the world, and I like your hair. It's looking amazing.
You
So
like the Corona Hawk?
yeah,
You know?
I need the Corona. I definitely need that. Shout out to Fat Buddha. I'm rocking the hat right now. But I want to ask you, coming on, if you guys know the history, Rhyme Syndicate was one of the first albums that I got on vinyl, and I was so excited about it. Did that pave a way for you to have the confidence that you had coming up and coming to New York City as well? Oh, and where did you pull the confidence from to be in different cities, to also do what you did in music?
I don't know. I was just out here in LA, like trying to do graffiti and shit like that. That's kind of where this whole collection and weird shit comes from, all the art obsession. Um, but I was with my good friend still to this day, Divine Styler, and I would go out, try and do pieces with them and steal their styles and their lettering shit. And they were already doing, he was already rapping and making, and he was fucking with Ice-T and them. And in that same moment, I would like make up rap shit to be funny, like and like bag, snapping on each other and shit. And just one day, Divine was like, I actually had another cat that rapped with me, and Divine was like, y'all should make a demo. And basically that kid chickened out the day of the demo, like was there in the studio. He just wouldn't get up and do his thing. And I wrote that stop, hey, what's that? I wrote that. That's the first thing I ever wrote.
Wow.
And so that's the first attempt at a song I ever made, and it became a record. So
wow.
It's not, and I'm not saying it to be cocky. I'm just saying, so confidence never really played a thing because it just kind of happened, and I just kind of rolled with the road signs, like what to do. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like why that first album is a little bit of a confusing mess of like, it was the same moment as Wild Thing and Tone Loc and all that. So like I had these records that were records I wanted to make, like Syndicate Soldier and Syndication and other records like that. And the label wanted me to do, like a Wild Thing kind of thing. And that's where that My Sharona song, I Got the Knack, kind of came from. But I didn't give a fuck. I was 18. They were paying my car notes and giving me all kinds of money. And, at least in my mind, that was all kinds of money back then at 18. So, I just, but it's really what it led to what House of Pain became, because we knew before we even approached anybody to do anything how we wanted to be defined by that point.
So did it? Were you doing, other than of course MCing, of course, and as a graffiti artist, were you doing any other elements of hip hop? And did you have another MC name or that you went by?
I mean, well, Everlast was a shortened version of what I used to go by E-Rock E. Eric Rocks Everlasting. And so Everlast just became a shortening of that. And through I can't front, like, I knew a lot of cats that was fucking with the 5% stuff, and I knew that it's an attribute of Allah, and all this, so it's like there's levels, you know what I mean? Like if you look at the first little 12-inch cover I did for Ice-T, the only word you could read on my hat, it was a Blue Devils hat. The only word you could read was Devils, and I talked to Glenn Friedman about that, like when he took that picture, like, yeah, let's just make sure they can only see that. It'll fuck with people's heads, kind of shit. So
Wow.
I was just, I was on the 40 Deuce buying up all the Ansar books I collect everything, dude. And that's the only collection I lost because Guru took it. Like, he came here and he's so enamored with all the Ansar Islam, Daddy O's uncle, the
yes.
Malachi York, all that. I had all those books, dude. All those little 40 Deuce pamphlets, and Guru came one day and just let me borrow them, and I just let him borrow them, and I never saw him again.
Rest peacefully to that king. I want to ask you.
So my point wasn't even about that. It was about that I had all that stuff, so I was always playing with that imagery and that.
Yeah. You of course embrace. You got the divine styler who of that time was definitely dope doing it. And
I'm a son of divine styler, man. It's that simple. I come from an era where that's not something corny to say. You know what I mean? I'm son of D Styler, man, all day. Like I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if he didn't encourage me to like spit some rhymes on some shit one day.
I have to tell you, this show is called Show Off Your Gems. Sometimes we are showing actual gems. Sometimes we are just speaking them. And that right there is a gem that we are grateful and appreciate. When you came to New York City, were you immediately embraced, or who did you gravitate to artist-wise, and how did that acclamation start?
The first time I really was embraced by a city was by the time House of Pain was popping. Okay. I didn't get to, like, some of the story of why I fell out with Rhyme Syndicate a little bit had nothing to do with really business or money. It had to do with me finding out that my first record was really big in New York, and like I could have like played the Latin Quarter, I could have played Union Square, and I didn't get the opportunity for whatever reason. I had Ice-T and they were managing me, and I got none but love for Ice. He opened the door for me, but at that time I don't know what was hindering them from letting me go do that, or it was just them letting me fall by the wayside, not handling that business, because they were all caught up in the Ice-T business, which
for sure.
So I just kind of felt like I missed out on a real opportunity there. And the way I found that out was, I'll tell a quick funny story, is the first like show I ever went to in LA where I actually was juiced up, where I had tickets and shit and passes because I actually was a rapper with the crew, and I was a Biz Markie show. And I don't know if he remembers this, but this changed my life. Like, is when I went to the show, and like after I went backstage, I was gonna meet Bismarck. I was real hyped about it, but he was talking to some people. I played the back, waited for a moment, and right when I felt the moment was right, I was stepping up to say hello to him, and he turns around and he goes, "Stop! Hey, what's that sound?" And he sings my record to me. I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, Bismarck, he knows who the fuck I am right now. Like, I was tripping the fuck out. I don't even know how I reacted, but I know my face had to say, "Holy shit!" So that's when I found out, and then talking to cats like Kid Capri would tell me I had to play that record 2 times a night. At the club. So I was like, man, it was just, and it wasn't about money or any of that, but it's the fact that if I could say right now to you, oh yeah, that time I rocked the Latin Quarter, oh yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about that irked me. It had me go like, I gotta kind of figure out my own thing.
And did you feel that was a turning point? I guess you also being an artist, but a young artist who kind of like gets into your next situation. You're like, let me kind of be a little bit more careful on how I go about doing this.
Only once we knew it was going to be a business, like we were actually, because like I said, I read the road signs. I just kind of, so like when I fell out with Ice-T, I fell out way harder with Warner Brothers. Like, so like I fell out a little bit with the crew guys. I fell out hard with the record industry. Like, okay, there was nobody that was going to look at another Everlast demo for a while because my name, those guys there was only so many companies back then, and they were tight, and I pissed the head of one of them off really bad.
Yes.
Which is a whole day of a story. But so House of Pain formed as I was, living with Danny and off of Melrose, and he had a punk rock demo that was House of Pain, and long story short, we took the name, and originally it was going to be a live rock and roll rap kind of thing. And then in the middle of that, 2 things happened. The original MTV Unplugged hip hop joint came out where they played with the band. Shout out to my man Sugar Pop. That was his band.
Sugar Pop!
Yeah, that's my jiu-jitsu coach too. I got to fucking miss jiu-jitsu right now. But so that happened. where all these bands. So the next thing you knew, everybody, LL Cool J, everybody on these big, huge tours now had bands for a while. There was a period where all the rappers had bands. And some of them were like really bad, like R&B church bands. And it was like, they just saw the bands and they knew it was a different energy. And then all of a sudden, to me, that was a played thing now, because it was like, oh, we were going to sneak up and kind of hit people with it.
Right.
Nobody had really done it yet. Roots weren't coming. I mean, they may have been formed at that time, but they weren't known for being a band and whatnot. So then, same moment, within a week or two, me and Muggs knew each other because 783 was originally gonna sign with Rhyme Syndicate, and then at the last minute got their own deal. And we were like the only two white guys like running in those circles, really. They always used to try and get us, that should be your DJ, and we were like, why should that guy have to be my DJ? We like each other, but like, he's got a group, you know what I mean, kind of thing. But anyways, so we were hanging out one day because Lethal and him were dating girls that were roommates. So we all wound up in a big crew going to like a reggae show. Be Real came along. It was the first time I met him, and I heard the first Cypress album, like well before it came out.
Okay.
And it made me want to make a hip hop record again. Like, not gonna lie, it was like, oh shit, it hit me like the Ultra record hit me. It hit me like the first or second Public Enemy album hit me. Like, whoa, it saved hip hop. I mean, people don't understand unless you're living in that moment. Hip hop was really kind of boring. That Cypress Hill album kind of put a shot in the arm of everything in the system, man.
It definitely did. Now, coming up, you guys are on Tommy Boy, but before
we show stuff.
Yeah, I know exactly. I was telling myself to stop, and then let's show some stuff, and then we'll continue.
I'm smoking and drinking coffee right now. I'm out of the house. I'm in my studio, so it's like I'm spreading my wings a little bit right here.
That's beautiful. And I want that to continue. I've had people say I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna drink, and enjoy the show because I know Everlast is gonna take us on for a ride. So we would like. We would like for you to, casually go through your amazingness, because I wanted to throw my phone when you showed me that other thing. I was like, we already started.
I was just like, ooh.
But, you're going to tell us a little bit about these items, and I'll stop you throughout the process, and we'll just continue building. And everybody who continues hitting the hearts and the diamonds as he's showing some amazing stuff, that's all well appreciated and sharing. So go for it.
Yeah, that feeds the algorithm, that devil of a fucking thing.
Yes.
So I don't know, where are we at? What do you want me to do? You ready for some pieces?
You're in your zone, bro.
I mean, like I said, I started thinking about stuff that's in my reach, and right now it's in my reach. And since we're on Instagram, I'll start with like things I found on Instagram. How does that work?
Okay. Let's go.
That also fall under hip hop, all right? And I'm going to start with my original Instagram find was a young man who draws album covers, and he was like 7, 8 years old when he started. I think he's like 12, maybe 13 now. But his name's Young Lennox. Lennox. He drew. This is like 7 years old. I think he drew that.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? Like that's one. So that's one I just pulled off the wall. That's an original too. That's not a print. That's his drawing in ink right there. His dad is a super cool dude who encourages the art. He took some time off. I think he's back now, though. I think Young Lennox is back. I think he wanted to skateboard. He was like, "Dad, fuck the art," or something. But there's another one by Young Lennox.
Wow.
Again, I believe he was 7 years old when he did these.
That's very clean for 7, bro.
You know
That's talent.
I got a bunch of others in storage, but these are here, and like I said, within reach. So that's Young Lennox. And like I said, I found him. Somebody posted something about this kid in a skate shop drawing rap album covers, and I just clicked on it. And I was like, those are amazing. And I got a bunch. He did a bunch of other. I got Fugazi album cover. He did a bunch of stuff, like, So I'm like hoping, like when he's like 40 something, he's some world-renowned artist. This thing's worth like $40 million or something. But until then, I only buy shit I love. That's the beauty of it,
Yeah.
So let's go with this. I found this guy. I believe he lives in Malaysia. All right. he goes by B-Boy Black Z, or maybe it's B-Boy Blacks. I don't know, but it's the Blacks ends in a Z, not an S.
Right. Okay.
But I think this is the first thing of his. The first thing I saw of his was the Run DMC guys. Let me grab these. These are I'll grab one at a time because they're kind of big. They're kind of big.
Whoop!
They're like
Whoop!
he kills these things. That's Run, obviously. All right, bang, zoom. But it's all three of the guys, and I'm not gonna show all three because there's others I want to show. But like Jay, Jay has the.
Oh my gosh!
You know what I mean? It's kind of.
Oh my.
Fucking murder, they're murderous. You could get shit from this guy. I don't think he's making these anymore. He cuts them off at a certain number, but you could, like I said, find him on the Instagram, support him. These are young struggling artists. You know what I mean? Here's another one. This one is more fixed to the stand. Let me grab this stand here. This one is little Tony Stark. Little Tony Starks, you know what I mean?
Ooh,
he did it originally in the Iron Man colors, and I said, nah, do them in the Wu colors with the Wu-Tang dunks, And he did that shit right up for me. So here's one. I don't think he knew who was buying shit from him until I let him know, like, yo, you got to do your boy, dude. You gotta hook it up, bro. You gotta, have me in some J's because I forgot to tell him to maybe put me in the Adidas, but I'm cool with the Celtic J's right there. They work. But yeah, so
Wow, B-Boy Blacks with a Z.
Yeah. Okay, wow. Here, I'll show you one more. I got a bunch, but I'll show you one more. I'm gonna show you one more right here, bang. What's solid?
Woo! Let me see that face. Oh, he's got the. Look at how beautiful that is, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, this is another dude I found on the ground. And that dude actually here, this is my most recent acquisition because that guy right there led to this happening. Hold up. I don't know if they're friends or what, but I think he tagged this guy. And I'm just throwing the bags here. This guy's name is like Fat O. Fatoh, I think is it? But he makes like this shit. Super big puffy jacket dudes with the Star Wars shit. Come on, dude. That shit's hard body, dude.
That's amazing.
So there's that. It's a set. There's that. Hold up. Let me put these places. There's that guy. There's like a Run DMC Yoda, I guess, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Big jacket. Trying not to get it to the light. There you go.
Wow.
This is like this is not everything. I just buy shit I like and fucking, I don't know, Star Wars. What?
No, but that's so amazing. It's like cross, two different worlds together right there.
Darth Vader. Puffy jacket, Darth Vader. Come on, dude. That's genius, man. That's genius right there, bro. That dude's name is Fatoh. Fatoh, I believe.
Oh, man.
That's the close shit that I found on Instagram. But we're talking about Star Wars. A couple of my favorite pieces. This is pretty cool. It's Boba Fett drinking a boba.
Yo, bro, there's levels to how you buy, and like it's like
this is like based on a print by a dude named Luke Chu. I don't know if he did the sculpt, but I know he signed it. It's his concept. So, like, it's Boba Fett drinking a boba, man. Come on, that's just
of course,
dude. You can't fuck with that, man. It's like one of my favorite things when my eyes fall on it in the studio every day. I'm just like,
right.
I always say that's Boba Fett drinking a boba, man.
Right. So if you can, let us into kind of like the what does that do for you stimulation wise, like creatively, when you see items like this just in your place, How does it inspire? What is that?
I'm gonna keep it 1,000, man. I've always been a little bit of a collector, but it was I had a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Then my man Stash, you probably know Stash. He had a store called Nork, and they had a wall there of like shit that he collected in his office. He had a wall behind him, and it was just bananas with all the crazy shit. Like, what the fuck is that? Oh, what is that? You know? And I just wanted to be like that. I wanted to collect like that. I wanted to like have cool shit, not the exact same shit, but just like things that had stories and you connect to things for certain reasons. And for me, graffiti is kind of the base. Everything in this place would be either in hip hop, graffiti, or Star Wars and or Mickey Mouse. So I got a bunch I have a big fascination with Star Wars and Mickey Mouse and the way they bled into every single piece of American culture. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and Star Wars is kind of one of the few things where it's really okay to be like the bad guys more than the fucking I love Darth Vader, I love stormtroopers, shit like that, you know what I mean? Stormtroopers, you know what I mean? Ron English with my man Free from that compound.
Yes.
They made this motherfucker right there, yeah. That's his people's. But yeah, you know what I mean? You know,
that's beautiful. Now the first thing the you know, the time I stopped with the graffiti on the street, I got arrested for it, and that made me chill out on doing it. Now, did anything stop you, or did you ever get into any trouble for it? Or
no, I outside of school, no, I never got in trouble for like what I did in the street. But I wasn't in the street that long with it because but I was with some heavy dudes in LA that I did paint with a few heavy cats, Mark 7 and RTA. I was a crew I was a part of, and they went on, which became a crew called L2S. They did a lot of things, but the music kind of started happening for me, so I just was concentrating on that.
That's spectacular, and the pieces you're showing as well.
That's Mr. Caves right there behind me, by the way, the Biggie painting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mr.
It's
Caves,
just there.
Little risk right there, risk graffiti right there underneath him.
Now,
everybody's probably that's what everybody cares about right there.
Bro, listen.
There's a couple more in the house. There's one down there. You know, we'll show you that. I'm telling you, but for me, what it does is it's like when I was only concerned with writing lyrics and stuff like for rap, house paint records and whatnot. The best time for me would be getting in the car, putting on a fucking tape and driving. And I realized because I was getting input. I was just getting all this input no matter where I looked on the side, peripherally ahead of me, you know, because you're driving, you're just always seeing shit. So I realized surrounding myself with shit I really dig, like an art that really fucking makes me like happy. Or man, I got art that makes me mad. You know what I mean? I got art that fucking, you know, I bought art because I hated it enough. Because I got taught a lesson once, like when we were walking by, like a piece of, I won't even talk about who, because I'm actually a fan now because of this, but like I saw this graffiti tag and the guy was starting to blow up. But it was the worst tag I had ever seen. I was like, man, that's garbage. And I was walking with another artist and I was like, fucking, I just hate it, dude. And he's like, yeah, well, he wins. And I was like, what do you mean he wins? I was like, yo, he affected you. And I was like, oh shit, that's fucking deep. Like he wins. Because if I just walk by it and don't give a fuck, he doesn't win. He makes no effect. If you love it, he wins. If you hate it, he almost wins a little more because it is graffiti.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So
it's the art.
I immediately went to a show of his like the next month in LA and bought like 3 pieces. The ones I hated the most. I bought the 3 pieces I hated the most. Give me that one. And now I love them, and I'm staring at them across the hall.
So, if you can tell us more, I guess you're coming up, and did you have any challenges as an artist as far as when it came to identity, and how did you overcome that?
The only challenges was like I said, the beauty of that first thing I did with the Rhyme Syndicate is it was what they used to refer to as like that, the paid dues stage. You know what I mean? I paid dues. I learned without, like, if that album would have blown the fuck up, I perhaps would have been in the category of Vanilla Ice in a sense. You know what I mean? Not that I would have got caught lying about getting stabbed in my ass or any of that shit, but like just in a pop music phenomenon, I would have been that first white guy that they said bang, you know, made it. So it not kind of a real punk rock dude. So I was getting exposed to a lot more punk rock than I had ever done before. And so like it was just kind of like, and it was, in the other videos I had the long hair and it was suits, and so it was kind of like, all right, let's take control of this and just be who the fuck we are right now, which was that. So I just shaved off whatever hair I had, and it kind of stuck around for like 15 years.
So I remember you guys coming out and performing at Palladium in New York City, and you had people wilding, right? Because it was performed in a way with an angst that was definitely appreciated, and we were of a different time where people were definitely wild. And I remember a kid went on stage. While he jumped off stage, his shoe fell in the air, and he left that night with one shoe hopping, never found the other shoe in Palladium. And it was just like that pure impact. And I actually have the laminate back here for that event. You know, and you guys were rocking on the Tommy Boy experience. Now, did you have any challenges in regards to the Tommy Boy experience? Because I know that how significant that time was for that label. Were you guys a little bit more? Were you a little bit more seasoned coming into that House of Pain deal, like the deal component of it?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, I think, you know, I learned a lot from, like I said, the Rhyme Syndicate situation, you know, and the business. I controlled most of the business of that situation. Myself and Muggs. I was signed to Muggs's deal. The band was signed to me, kind of situation. I just was like, no matter what, I want to be in control of what's going to happen to a certain degree. And you know, we just were fortunate enough that Cypress's early success, even though their second album was a bigger hit, that initial fucking, like I said, it changed the wave of what was going on, and
it was a movement.
And then the first thing they had coming behind that was a Muggs produced song by, you know, Jump Around. It was like that, and then the next step was Insane in the Membrane, and then it was just gone.
That's definitely a great weapon to have in the catalog. I've seen some amazing footage of individuals at colleges jumping to that song. But if you can, what is like an amazing highlight that kind of hit you like I've arrived in this industry, in this game?
Well, there's different things from arriving, and what you're talking about. Arriving is like walking down, you know, this 6th Avenue on the way to Nell's, and 3 cars that have driven by are playing your song that isn't even out yet. That's when you're like, oh shit, something's going on. I think we might have something going on here. What you're talking about is Louie. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm semi-detached from Jump Around in a way, because I won't say it's public domain because I want my check, but it's like it's part of the motherfucking, you know,
the lexicon of.
Thank you for the word I was looking for. Yes, the lexicon. It's like it's something else. It's like it's the 90s. Danny Boy coined the phrase. It's the 90s version of Louie. You know
for sure.
It's just as silly and dumb, you know, as far as like what it says. I did an acoustic version, and it makes me laugh when I try and play it, because there's absolutely no real meaning behind the lyrics. It's just a connection of like jumping, you know, just
going in. So great. Now I want to see, you know, a gem that's kind of the situation in this United States of show off your gems. So let's put on our shit kickers, everyone viewing, and let's get to some pieces.
What about, like, you know, a real giant Wu-Tang lighter? It ain't all got to be super duper fucking. You want
for sure.
I never saw until Great Big Lou brought it to my house. Breakbeat Lou, shout out. I never saw this before until then. This is, if you know Ultimate Breaks and Beats, this is off one of the album covers. DJs, that goes on your turntable. This motherfucker spins around like a goddamn ballerina. That shit is super rare, super delicate too. You gotta be super careful with this bad boy.
Beautiful.
Yeah. This to me is a good one. This is a rarity right here. Like I never saw it till Breakbeat Lou came through the house. Here's another little break. This one I've seen this one, but
yeah, I've never seen that.
This one
I've never seen
this
that.
One. This one is next. That's next level. That's some deep boy shit right there.
Yeah. Salute to Breakbeat Lou.
Yes, sir.
And everything he's done.
What else? How about a one of one Shepard Fairey Telecaster? That it's not no art. I mean, it's an art piece, but you can see I play it. This is the pick guard all worn out. This is
real deal.
This is one of my go-tos, but it's fucking gorgeous. Shepard Fairey did a series of guitars for Fender, and I was hitting him up trying to buy one of them. I believe it was for Joe Strummer. He did it something. It was the theme behind it, and he was like, he said, "You got a guitar? Bring me one." And I went and bought a guitar that day. Stripped it down to it. It's just wood and he just. I mean, that's all. That's one of one.
It's on there.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of my favorite things. That's one of my favorite things right there. How about this is the one that I gave you a sneak of. Shout out to my man, the Freehand Prophet.
Look at this.
This is made out of Air Force 2s, I believe. Air Force 2, right? The big Air Force.
Look at this. Can you let's really appreciate that.
He makes the sneaker. I got a bunch of his masks, but this one right here, I kind of had to like strong arm it for this one. Like, no, that one's mine.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
That's my dude too. We hang out in the olden days, like when humans were in the same room as each other. We hung out, smoked weed together and shit.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I got a few of his, but this one I thought was extra special to show, and it was within reach. Like I said before, yeah. I could reach right now.
That is spectacular.
Oh, here's a rare one. You'll like this. I haven't really seen anybody with these since PNB Nation. Remember them?
Yes.
The clothing company. They did a De La Soul toy like that. This is Maceo. Maceo. Right there. And I think it was for that artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
That's why
that's how they're dressed.
Suits. I think that's why they're in the space suits. Okay. Okay, right. But I haven't seen these. I don't. So and here's Pause right here. My man Pause. Bang. Anybody got these? Because I really don't see motherfuckers fucking with these, man. These are old, man. I've had these since that album came out. But I've just never seen nobody. I don't know.
Wow, that's
right. I ain't scouring eBay for them either, so they could be out there.
Yeah, but I think it's just overall amazing. And what's also great is that this becomes a thing where it's beyond hip hop. And though I definitely appreciate that, but it's also like just taking in kind of like the visual, the passion, the love that gets you all into this art that you have there. And it's also inspiring to look at and to kind of say like, I have some cool stuff, man. I've attained some cool stuff. What's that? Oh,
this is Chuck D's art. This is art by Chuck D. Look, there's his signature right there, Mr. Chuck D. You like that?
What do you mean? That's spectacular right there.
Here's one. I tried to buy like 5 or 6 pieces of the show, but some of them were grabbed already. There's another one.
I didn't. You just blew all of our minds. That's amazing.
Well, here comes the next one. Here comes the next one, though. This is me. I go to the mailbox one day right after my birthday, and this was in there. By Mr. Chuck D. Just drew my shit from because we had done a lot of festivals and shit. He just drew my scruffy ass on tour. He's like, I drew it from memory. I was like, God damn you. That's so awesome. I gotta frame this. I just haven't framed this yet because it's just. But that's from Chuck D. That's my birthday card from Chuck D.
Absolutely amazing.
What else? What else you want to know?
You're like I have to.
Here's something I can reach. Some people might like a La Coca Nostra Zippo lighter. That's pretty cool.
Now speaking of that, because that was a really good ride as well. Let's talk that the transitions, the evolution, the way you were able to just evolve. Is it survival art? What is it that inspired all these different versions of you as an artist?
I kind of said it before about just following signs and doing what makes me happy. Mm-hmm. The one thing you could say, whatever you want to say, jump around afforded me a luxury to just be able to do whatever the fuck I wanted.
Yeah.
I could have been, if you follow House Pain Records and listen sonically, there was absolutely no attempt on the second record to sound anything like the first record. Mm-hmm. Because it was huge. We knew, we could have tried to fucking just keep doing that, right behind fucking Insane in the Membrane, do something in that similar tempo and and just ride that wave. And I just never wanted to ride any wave of any kind. So, it got dark, the second album, quick, and that was by choice, because but the longer space out from Jump Around to see how long, it's just it's Jump Around's a business of its own. It's just its own business, So it affords me the luxury to be able to do shit I want to do that doesn't have to sell 1 million records or, I have a very loyal streaming audience and I own my own masters. I do all right. I collect fucking crazy shit, dude. Yeah, what do you want me to tell you, dude?
And another thing you mentioned is you, Sugar Pop. You do that as well. What are some things we don't know so much that you are a fan of that you do other than art that you kind of spend your time doing?
It's mostly art, sitting here making some music, or last 10 years trying to figure out how to be a decent dad to raise a couple of decent human beings. There were some flaws in my upbringing that needed some ironing out, so I work on that.
That's spectacular. You definitely just the Chuck D art, the De La Soul Dolls, the freaking helmet, homeboy, even from
this one, because I know
Malaysia.
There's some heads out. I know there's some heads out there waiting for something like this. I don't have my gloves on, so I'm not going to touch the wood, but a little Cause Companion wood joint. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's just a tick.
That's spectacular. Everlast, thank you so much. Throughout the years, you've inspired several of us to love life more. And, I appreciate the many times, me, Q, Unico, Bill, we went to Sweet Chicks together. And that was one of my first times there with you. And,
hopefully we get to go again someday. Shit.
Yeah, that is a big fact. But we'll end it on a definitely high note. Thank you for inspiring us, stimulating our eyes, and know how you stay creative and stay amazing. We want you to continue being great, as you are an amazing human being. And we had a fan DM me, and he said, listen, I have a whole bunch of House of Pain memorabilia, and I want to be able to show it. And I was like, you serious? And he was like, please let me go on after Everlast. And I was like, all right. He sent me a couple images. I was like, I'm going to just give you a shot, brother.
Well, that's the only place you're going to see that stuff, because any of that stuff I had got burnt up in a fire in my garage. So.
Oh, man. Here I am trying to end. We're going to end on a high.
That's the stuff I lost from the house. Like all my corny, like fucking art toys and all that shit most of it was in my studio. I lost a lot of the memorabilia and magazines and any stuff like that is up in smoke. So I was actually trying to figure out how to do a campaign soon of like fans that, like, if you got something, photocopy it. I don't need an original. I want to make a scrapbook for my kids at some point. But I'm working on how to do all that. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I think there's an arm. Listen, to start a revolution, you need 5 people. Right now, we have hundreds of people who can really kind of make this happen. So I'll even edit this and post it
we'll build on that. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I mean, that's all that show
amazing.
The dude stuff, because that, you know, I might even stick around and watch that shit to see, like, oh, fuck, I had that too. Damn.
Yeah, no, but I'm not joking. Like, it's serious. Sometimes I'll see something and I'm like, wow, I didn't think anybody had that, you know, still. And that's spectacular, man. So, you know, with that being said, Everlast, thank you so much for being a real, authentic human being. Continue staying amazing and inspiring us, because we follow you. So make sure you stay great, all right? And continue being a good dad.
When I come back, I don't get to the studio as much lately, you know, with everything. But you know, I'll come in again and we'll
do what you do.
Grab a few more little trinkets. There's a lot of stuff I can show you. It's crazy.
You got something right there before we go.
Sale. Might be a sale soon.
I mean, yesterday Thurston Howe was like, man, yo, I got some gems that he had a Barbie Ralph Lauren doll. Like, I was like, oh man, like, he has so many like things, and there's been a couple of people, and it's almost like, hey, we're collectors of a time, of an era, and some things we want to attain that we can't, and then maybe you'll see it on the next guy who have it. You know, why not?
Yeah, I just think I'm gonna take a picture of everything, make a coffee table book, and get rid of it all. Everything. No, I'm gonna call the book. I had that.
Like, yeah,
look, that's my book. See, I had that.
There you go. There you go. We'll start it for you, Everlast. Don't worry. Thank you so much once again, and hang out, because the next gentleman who's coming on here told me he's got some stuff. Hopefully, he makes you proud. I just said, let me give him a go, because it works into the theme of what we're doing here. Everlast, I love you. Thank you so much for being great. Success and nothing less. Easy. All right, everyone. This is your moment right now. Everlast, I want you to say, you know, something inspiring that keeps you going to inspire the rest of the people to stay dope.
You just told me to say something?
Yeah.
I'm high as fuck right now, dog. That's it. I'm high as fuck right now. Stay high as fuck.
That's great. That's great. So that's how we passing the time, man.
Don't drink bleach.
Don't drink bleach.
Don't drink bleach.
Big facts. We're putting that on t-shirts right now as we speak.
All right. Take it easy.
Right. Be great, man.
What up, man?
Yo, bro.
Dog, I'm saying.
It's your show. Go.
All right, now. So, yo, I'm going to show you the House of Pain shit, but I also go to all kinds of other legendary hip-hoppers, you know what I mean? But, yo, I don't have all my House of Pain shit here, but I'm going to post it on IG and shit. I always had
you could always come on again. You could always come on again.
All right, dog, I'm going to show you the HOP shit first.
The hat is one banger. Keep going.
I got 3 of them joints. There's the other house. There's Everlast. This hat from his new album. Then I got 2 more of those. So, but yeah, all right. So there's La Coca Nostra with the Boston.
Hat, yep.
All right, got that. La Coca Nostra. This one right here, House of Pain, and on the back it says, "I got fucked up with House of Pain." All right, yo, that's when they did. That's when they came out with the sneakers and shit, which is right here. Of course, I got those.
Oh, you need to show them, bro. What are you talking about?
You know, I got those.
All right, I need you to like turn your camera around and just just show us the tongue of the sneaker.
Yep. Got those. Then that's Everlast Love and War, the Ghost of Whitey Ford.
Beautiful.
Got that. Then that's from his new album, Don't Complain. That's also from his new album. On the back, Whitey Ford's House of Pain. Let me see. Yo, La Coca Nostra.
How you gonna have me after that performance, bro?
Bro, you need to get. Your bun is a collector's item already. So.
All right, man. So let's start with the little room. Let me turn this around. So here I got a couple little nice artwork. I got these signed. That's actually signed by the creator Deadpool, which is dope. Got a little samurai sword up here. Got some more artwork here. I got my gaming system here. Got the controller set up.
Oh, wow.
I got this nice Venom up here. Let me turn on the lights, actually.
Bro, what do you do? You on your creep vibe right now? Here we go.
I'm in the man cave. I like it dark. So we got that up there. That's also signed too. Here I got a little Dragon Ball Z collection.
Fire.
And then over here I got some statues. So I got this nice sideshow piece, Deadpool. I got this dope ass Spider-Man here. And then look at Deadpool right here. You know, Deadpool doing Deadpool things.
Yeah! Saying it like a true fan.
It is dope. And it's crazy because look, he got the little gun here. Let me see if I can come off. See the little bullets in there. This is dope. I got Venom here.
What detail?
We got another Deadpool. Deadpool's my guy.
I can see that.
Hold up, let me show you this too. Because you see, Deadpool is my guy, bro.
Oh, you about that Deadpool life.
So we got some more Deadpool stuff. I got Mike's Hard Lemonade back there. Those are actually beers. I just have them for display.
Sweet.
I got some samurais in here. I got a Deadpool samurai.
Woo!
Captain America samurai. Iron Man. Spider-Man holding the chains. Which is fire. He got two guns here. I got a bunch of Deadpools here too. And this is funny because I got him laying down with a little unicorn.
Nice.
This one holding a taco.
Yeah, the details are clean.
Got some pops. Here I got more books. And this actually did, hold on. This actually came with popcorn. So I had a little, when I went to go see Deadpool, it came with popcorn and then I just used it as a coin change. Which is dope. I got my little headset on him.
That's dope.
Got my little dog here. And then I got this up. So I got a couple.
Your dog's name is Deadpool?
Nah, his name is Flea. He was actually named after the guitar player from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah, that's my guy, Flea, right there, man. He's cool. I got some more comics up here. And then this, I actually did yesterday, which is dope. So I hung up my shelf here. These are all like my favorite pieces. This one is probably my favorite book in my collection. We got Deadpool, the creator of Deadpool, and I got fucking Stan Lee here, bro.
Yeesh!
R.I.P. Stan Lee. What else? I got my little gaming chair here. Spider-Man. I got a little Rock Band here.
Yo, you got a rewards card for FY?
Spider-Man. What happened?
That's amazing. How'd you grab that?
Yeah, that's the co-creator of Venom. I got that signed. I got some more comic books here. More Venom. What else? Ooh. This actually has some guy draw that, bro. His name is Crane. That dude is a beast. He did that. It looks like it's actually part of the comic book, but that's a fucking sketch, yo. That's crazy.
That is 1,000% hard.
Another sketch right there. This is the first appearance of Anti-Venom. I don't know if you really know Anti-Venom that much. Got that double signed. Another sketch up there. But yeah, it's just pretty much Marvel, bro. To keep it real, it's just Marvel stuff.
Nah, I admire it, brother, and I just want to thank you for coming on here and letting us see you.
For sure, man.
your stash, man.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me, bro. I had to make it quick so we can have somebody else up here, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that greatly. Let's get the next.
Nah, I came across your page last week, and I've been locked in every day, bro. Like, you're doing some good stuff, man. I love it.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, and I hope more heads come on so we can see some more gems, man. Keep rocking, all right?
8 minutes, bro. You too,
go,
bro. Pleasure.
Go. Let's